It's like, what were you doing with my drapes? The drapes that were hanging in the apartment. I never got the answer to that. Hi, this is Kari from Sky Properties, and today we're going to talk about what money we're going to spend when the construction is all done. The first thing you're going to want to do when the construction, before the construction is all done really, is you're going to want to come up with a budget, because you're going to want to start advertising about 30 days prior to construction being finished. That being said, I have never met a contractor that has given me an accurate date on when construction will actually be done. If they say it's going to be done January 1st, I usually think June 1st. You want to be very careful about when you start your advertising budget, because people get very impatient about not having a move-in date as you would expect. So make sure that you really know that construction is going to be 30 days out before you start your advertising, because most of us have to spend money with apartments.com or a paid source of advertising, and you don't want to waste your money. If it's larger than 16 units, you're going to want to get a resident manager. We try to have 50% of the building leased up before C of O, which is certificate of occupancy. Besides that, we go to a lot of trouble to fix up our lobbies and make sure that they're competitive with other lobbies from other buildings. We go to look at the competition to see what's happening in the neighborhood, and then we stage our models with furniture as well as, dish towels and art on the walls. So you're going to want to budget for that as well. Of course, there's also going to be a budget for banners and flags, especially if the building's on a very busy street. It's even more important that you have visibility for people to know that there's a vacancy there. I don't think many owners are going to have much pushback on making sure the building is pretty well advertising. Where you might get pushback is, how much furniture does a unit need? Do we really need to furnish more than one? You want to try and spend as least amount of money ahead as you possibly can, but you don't want to go so far that you don't lease up the building when you need to. That's even worse. Of course, when you're making the budget, you can make a budget for everything you want, and you can make a budget for the very minimum. This is really a client decision. You want to meet with your client, you want to go over what they want versus what they don't want, and you really want to have a thorough explanation to your client as to why you need this amount as a minimum and why this amount might push things along faster. I always give, reasons why you would or would not do things, and then let them decide what they want to do.